Hello, dear students. Today we are going to learn about the lesson I Will Do It. Let's begin with the title. I will do it. The term I will do it seems to look the task is easily achievable. But if you look from the perspective of something impossible, then its true meaning expresses the intensity of positive outlook towards achieving great heights and success. That's what makes the title I Will Do It for Narayana Murthy. So this lesson is a biography of Narayana Murthy written by his wife Sudha Murthy. Let's discuss more about the lesson. He was short, he was sharp, he was the brightest boy in his class. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science. He could have gone unnoticed in crowd, but once you asked him a question related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. He could grasp the theories of science faster than the speed of light. When Narayana Murthy was in school, he was short-heighted, he was smartly intelligent and the brightest boy in his class. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties problems in science. If you look at him, you wouldn't guess his sharpness and intelligence. He could have gone unnoticed in a crowd, but once you asked him a question related to physics or maths, there was always a spark in his eyes. He got delighted to solve any of it because of his sophisticated understanding to grasp the theories of science faster than the speed of light. He came from a poor but educated family. His father was a high school teacher and an avid reader of English literature. He liked all the boys in his class. He was trying to get admission into some engineering college. The brighter ones wanted to study in the Indian Institute of Technology or the IITs. There was an entrance test for IIT. This boy, along with his friends, applied to appear for the test. They did not have any special books or coaching. Students, talking about Narayana Murthy's family background, he came from a middle class family. His father was a high school teacher and a very enthusiastic reader of English literature. Narayana Murthy likes all the boys in his class. All of them were trying to get admission into some engineering college. So Narayana Murthy wanted to study at the Indian Institute of Technology. As there was an entrance test for IIT, he along with his friends applied to appear for the test. They did not have special books or coaching. All these IIT aspirants would sit below the shade of a stone mandap close to Chamundi Hills in the sleepy town of Mysore. He was the guide for the others. While the others struggled to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. He sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT. It was the ultimate aim for any bright boy at that age, as it still is today. He was then only 16 years old. Students, as you can see, all these IIT aspirants were sitting below the shade of a stone mandap and they were studying together in a silent city of Mysore. Narayana Murthy used to explain, solve the problems, and clarify the doubts of his friend. When it comes to writing exams, while others struggle to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. As he has great desire to join IIT, he sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT because it was the ultimate, final aim for any bright boy at that age, as it is still today. He was then only 16 years old. The day came. He came to Bangalore, stayed with some of his relatives, and appeared for the entrance test. He did very well, but would only say okay when asked. It was the opposite when it came to food. When he said okay, it implied bad. When he said good, it implied okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. His principle was never to hurt anyone. So the important day came. When he came to Bangalore, he stayed with some of his relatives and appeared for the entrance test. He did very well in the examination. But when somebody asked him how he has written the examination, he simply said, "Okay." It was opposite when it comes to food. When he said "okay," it means it was bad. When it is when he said "good," it means it's okay. And when he said "excellent," it really means good. So he follows the principle where he never hurt anybody. The IIT entrance result came. He had passed with a high rank. What a delight for any student! He was thrilled. He went to his father, who was reading a newspaper. He said, "Anna, I have passed the exam." "Well done, my boy. I want to join IIT." His father stopped reading the paper. He lifted his head, looked at the boy, and said with a heavy voice, "My son, you are a bright boy. You know our financial position. I have 5 daughters to be married off, and 3 sons to educate them. I am a salaried person. I cannot afford your expenses at IIT. You can stay in Mysore and study as much as you can." Indeed, it was a difficult situation for any father to say no to his bright son, but circumstances were like that. It was common then for the man to be the single earning member with a large family dependent on him. Students, when the IIT entrance result came, Narayana Murthy has passed with a high rank. It's a great achievement for him. He was very happy and delighted. He went to his father and gave him the good news by telling, "Anna, I have passed the exam." His father congratulated him with a compliment, "Well done, my boy." Then Narayana Murthy requestfully asked his father that he wants to join IIT. His father looked at him and replied with a heavy voice, "You are a bright boy, my son. I am really proud of you. But you are familiar with our financial status, that I have 5 daughters to be married off and 3 sons to educate them." His father added that he could not afford his son's expenses at IIT, as he is a salaried person. So his father told Narayana Murthy to stay in Mysore and study as much as you can. Truly, it was a pathetic condition for any father to say no to his bright son. Situations were like that because his father is the only earning member in the family, with a large family dependent on him. His father was so sad that he had to tell the bitter truth to his son, but it could not help. The boy had to understand reality. The teenager was disappointed. It seemed his dreams had burned to ashes. He was so near to fulfilling his fondest hope, yet so far. His heart sank in sorrow. He did not reply. He never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. He was an introvert by nature. His heart was bleeding, but he did not get angry with anybody. The day came. His classmates were leaving for Madras, now Chennai. They were all taking a train from Mysore to Madras. They have shared good years in school and college together. He went to the station to say goodbye and good luck to his friends for their future life. At the station, his friends were already there. They were all excited and talking loudly. The noise was like the creeping of birds. They were all excited and discussing their new hostels, new courses, etc. He was not a part of it, so he stood there silently. One of his friends noticed and said, "You should have made." Narayana Murthy did not reply. He only wished all his friends. All of them waved at him as the train slowly left the platform. He stood there even after he could no longer see the train or the waving hands. It was the June of 1962 in Mysore city. Monsoon had set in and it was getting dark. It had started to drizzle, yet he stood there motionless. Narayana Murthy said to himself without anger or jealousy, "All the students, All my friends from the IIT, they'll study well and do big things in life. But it is not the institution. Finally and ultimately, it's you and you alone who can change your life by your hard work. Later, he worked very hard and focused on one thing. He never bothered about his personal life or comfort. He shared his wealth with others. He never used the help of any caste, community, or political connection to go up in life. A son of a high school teacher showed other Indians it was possible to earn wealth legally and ethically. Narayana Murthy, he built a team of people who were equally good. He became a pioneer of India's software industry. He became the first person to start India's software industry and started the information technology wave. Today, he became an icon of simplicity for his uncompromising quality and fairness. Apart from being a philanthropist is a person who shares his wealth with other people, especially giving in charity, for good cause, etc. He really believes in the motto powered by intellect and driven by values. He is none other than Nagavara Ramarao Narayanamurthy, the founder of Infosys, a leading IT company in the world. So we have discussed the biography of Narayana Murthy, which was written by Sudha Murthy from the lesson I Will Do It. Students, I hope you like this video and the lesson. So do subscribe, like, and share with your friends.